around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. The story of a man who moved with it. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
It was over 100 miles back to Dodge, but I figured I could make it easy in a day and a half. I'd been in Hays City as a government witness in a murder trial, and I was anxious to get back. So I rode out of Hays one morning a couple of hours before light. The ground was clear as snow, but it was midwinter, and it was sharp cold. When the day came, there was no sun, only dark gray sky drilled by a high, cold, searching wind. The air was as thin as I could ever remember it being. And behind me in the north lay a great slab of blackness. When I saw that, I should have turned back, for the wind stood out of the north, too, and sooner or later it would drive that black slab right down on top of me. This was blizzard weather, the kind of weather that kills the land and everything on it. I don't know why I went on, maybe because of the wind. You know, a high wind will distemper a man. Make him drunk like. Anyway, I didn't turn back. And about noon, the sky began to turn white with snow, and I could smell a touch of moisture in the air. And finally it came. The sleet, shrilling in on the wind like small buckshot as the blizzard howled down the prairie. I couldn't look right or left without being stung blind, but as long as I kept the wind on my back, I knew I was headed south. 2 hours of this, and I could feel my horse slowing down and weakening under me. My own body stiffened with the cold. Men died when they got caught in a thing like this. They died easy. Another hour passed, and my horse was carrying his head close to the ground. I figured he'd stumble soon, so I kicked my feet out of the stirrups and braced myself against the horn. By now, the wind had really gotten into me. And when I saw the blur of a ranch house up ahead, I thought maybe it was a trick. But a few minutes later, we rounded a corner of the place and stood at last in the lee of the storm. I slid down and got up to the door and pounded on it. And I waited. Then I pounded again. Then the door came open, and the figure stood in the light.
Who are you? Bring him in, Alvy. Any man out in that weather's been made harmless. Get inside. Out of the way, Alvy, you fool. All right, stranger. Hands in the air. High. That's better. Unload him, Alvy.
Nice gun, Hank. Real nice gun.
Shut up. Now, take him down, stranger. You can come up to the stove now, but don't try nothing. I'll cut you in half with buckshot.
He was a burly man with flushed cheeks and a wild red beard and a great shock of red hair. Even his hands and fingers bristled with it. He sat on a stool by the stove, a shotgun across his knees. And his eyes never left me. The other one, Alvy, had a body of an underfed boy, but he was completely bald, and his skin was tight and dry. He looked like a naked skull. And his eyes... well, something had touched Alvy.
You look half froze, stranger. You must have wanted something real bad to go out in weather like this.
I never saw him around here before, Hack.
He's a stranger, Alvy. He don't belong around here.
Of course, we don't know anybody, but I seen a few, and I never seen him before.
Maybe he's seen you, Alvy, somewhere.
Not me. He never saw me nowhere.
How do you know that?
Maybe he was just looking for some cows and got lost in a storm.
You're just a kid, Alvy. I always said you don't know much. Belle! Belle, get on out here.
She was a pretty girl, but with a dark, half-wild look that I'd never seen before in a woman. Her eyes jumped from man to man and then came to rest on me, fixed and curious. And then after a moment, she looked away and moved into a chair across the room.
Supper ready, Belle? It's awful cold out.
You recognize him, Belle? You ever see him before?
No.
You're sure now? Maybe Hayes City. Maybe you saw him up there sometime.
I don't know him.
You sure?
Yes.
If you're lying to me, you know what I'll do to you.
I never saw him before.
He come in here half froze, right out of the blizzard. Must have been looking for some cows and got lost.
Shut up, Alvy. We don't know what he's doing here, Belle.
Why shouldn't a man get out of the storm? Even in here.
That's enough. All right, stranger, we never saw you before. We don't know who you are. And as soon as I think you're lying, I'm going to blow a big hole in you.
What about my horse? I'd like to put him in the barn if you've got one.
Alvy?
Oh, now, Hack, I ain't going out there. I'd freeze.
And the horse will freeze if you don't.
It's his horse.
We might need it. Go on, Alvy, before I get cross.
All right, I'll go. I don't know why that horse is so important.
Alvy's a good boy. He'll put your horse up.
Thank you.
Supper's about ready.
Leave it. I want to talk to our friend here first. Maybe we won't have to feed him.
Potatoes will get mealy.
They better not, that's all. I'm right curious about you, mister.
I've noticed that.
I'll blow your guts all over the wall. You make fun of me. Don't get me mad, mister. I got the shotgun.
The meat'll be boiled to shreds if we don't eat soon.
You just won't understand any other way, will you, Belle?
What is it you want to know about me?
I can tell, mister, I can handle you easy now.
What do you mean?
All I got to do is wallop the girl and you'll talk. I don't have to do nothing to you.
All right if I take my jacket off? I've warmed up now.
I mind. You might have a gun hid out in there.
He can raise his hands. I'll unbutton it.
Well, now, that's right smart of you, Belle.
Oh, I'll hide it.
No, leave it be.
Belle. Come over here, Belle. Drop the jacket, Belle. Now hold out your other hand. Open it, Belle. Open your hand. That's real bad what you did, Belle. Real bad. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you outside for a spell out in the weather. After supper, after you've cleaned up supper, you can be thinking about it till then. United States Marshal. You're in bad company, Marshal. You shouldn't have come here.
Oh? It looks to me like I sort of struck gold coming here.
Now, why do you talk like that, Marshal? I still got the shotgun.
Let me get that stove. Seems like it's getting colder and colder.
You didn't see any sign of nobody outside, did you, Alvy?
What? Who?
Somebody might have come along to cover the marshal here, it's all.
Marshal? What marshal?
Me. I'm a marshal, Alvy.
Shoot him, Hack. Shoot him.
Shut up and answer me. Was there sign of another horse, footprints, anything like that?
Oh, I didn't see nothing.
Maybe you didn't look.
Would I have walked in here the way I did if I'd been after you people?
Maybe your head got muddled with the cold. Where'd you ride from, Marshal?
Hayes City. Left there this morning.
It was a fool thing to do with a blizzard coming up.
Maybe.
Or did you think you could get the jump on us easier in a storm? Was that it, Marshal?
Yeah. You knew we'd be trying to keep cozy in here.
I'm curious, Hack. What are you and Alvy on the run for?
Don't you tell him, Hack. I don't trust him at all.
Alvy, it'd be mighty dull without you, boy.
Don't laugh at me, Hack. Now stop it. I don't like laughing. You know that, Hack. And don't you do it no more. I got ways.
Yeah, I seen you and your ways. But don't try 'em on me, Alvy.
Maybe I won't.
Look, Alvy, now you don't understand. It's all right to tell the Marshal about us. He ain't going nowhere.
No?
No, of course not. We'll kill him, Alvy. We'll kill him and bury him somewhere.
Oh, sure. Now, why didn't I think of that?
'Cause I do the thinking for us, Alvy, that's why. Now, what was it you like to know, Marshal?
Stop playing games, Hack.
Me and Alvy are wanted for murder.
Up in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Seems a mite unfair, though. We didn't aim to kill nobody. It just happened that way.
We was robbing a bank.
Yeah, and a couple of the people there wouldn't do what we told them, so Alvy used his knife on one, but it just made the man holler.
You could hear him all over town.
And we had to shoot our way out after that. Must have killed 3 or 4 people.
I know I killed 2.
Worst of it was, Marshal, all we wanted just then was some money. We didn't care about killing anybody. But you know how it is, Marshal, when you're robbing a bank and all.
Yeah, sure.
Now, I don't suppose you do it that. Anyway, we're wanted for murder, and we didn't even get any money.
Nary a dollar.
So we rode out here and lighted for a spell.
I see. What about Belle? And whose place is this, anyway?
My place, now that Pa's gone.
You mean you were living here alone?
No.
They killed your pa, is that it?
Yes.
How long ago?
I don't know. Maybe a month.
Yeah, it's been about a month, hasn't it, Alvy?
35 days.
There, you see. Alvy always knows just how long everything's been.
No, that's fine. Tell me what you do with him.
Who?
The old man.
Oh, we buried him out back. Couldn't afford a funeral. Could we, Alvy?
Hack, we told him that. Now let's shoot him.
No, I've been thinking it over. People in Hayes City know he started for Dodge, and when he don't show up, they might come looking for him.
But you said we'd bury him, Hack. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's right, but we can't bury his horse, too. Not in this ground. It's froze solid. And if we turn the horse loose and they find it and can't find the marshal's body, then they'll suspect something.
You're pretty smart, Hack. Too bad you don't know enough to stop killing people.
Too bad for you, anyway.
Well, what are we going to do, Hack? I'm getting hungry.
That supper won't be fit to eat.
Shut up! One more word out of you, Bella, and I'll whoop you good.
Come on, Hack. I'm really hungry.
No, listen to me, Alvy. Now, my idea is to knock the marshal on the head and throw him outside to freeze. Now, he'll keep real good that way. And when the storm breaks, we can carry him off 20 miles or so and dump him on the ground. Look like he got throwed and hit his head and froze.
Oh, that's fine, Hack. That's just fine.
Then we'll break his horse's leg, make it easier for them to find him.
You just don't care about anything, do you, Hack?
Just me. Sometimes, Alvy.
Sure. Me and Hack are friends, ain't we, Hack?
Of course, if it don't go on snowing, we'll have to think of something else. Can't leave tracks for them to follow back there.
Oh, Hack, ain't we going to kill him now?
Well, sure we are, Alvy. I didn't mean that.
Let me hit him, huh? You keep the gun on him, and I'll get up behind and hit him. There was a branding iron around here somewhere. I'll hit him with that.
Hack, you've sunk pretty far, but I'm sort of wondering just how far.
What do you mean?
I'm wondering if you're low enough to kill a man before he's been fed.
Here it is, Hack. Here, see? I found it.
Leave it be, Alvy. We're going to eat first.
was only 5 in the afternoon, but the blizzard had darkened the land, and its blackness showed in at the windows. Here and there along the walls of the ranch house, tricklets of snow blew in through the warped timber. In the kitchen, Hank sat directly behind me while I ate. Later changed places with Alvy and fed himself heartily, as though he had nothing at all on his mind. Hack was just a nerveless brute, born with no conscience at all. His intelligence was the instinct of an animal that snapped at or killed whatever got in its way of survival. Every living thing was his enemy. And Alvy? Well, there was no way to figure Alvy. Too much of him was missing. My only chance lay in the girl, Belle, even though Hack had pretty well beaten all resistance out of her. Supper was over soon enough, but Hack seemed in no particular hurry to get on with his plans.
You've eaten better food on the trail than that.
Can't blame me for it.
Now, get it cleaned up, Belle. You can talk your head off when you're outside alone, and you're going outside. I'll learn you to heal if I have to break your neck.
No, don't do that, Hack. Not till we're ready to pull out, anyway.
Why?
Well, I ain't gonna do the cooking.
Well, I hope not. I've eaten your cooking.
My sister was a good cook.
Yeah, we should have brought her along, Alvy.
No. I don't like her.
Where are you from, anyway?
Which, me or Alvy?
Well, you to start with.
Wyoming, place called Crowheart. I didn't stay there long, though.
What about you, Alvy?
Now, where were you born, Alvy? I never did know.
Republican River.
That's not a place, you fool.
Well, that's what they told me. Republican River. They always lived in a wagon, my ma and pa. Had a lot of kids, too. Of course, most of them died. I'm about the only one that made out any good at all.
And you did fine, Alvy, fine. Give me the shotgun. All right, Marshal, let's get back by the stove while Belle cleans this mess up.
Shall we hit him and throw him out to freeze up now, Hack?
Not yet. I want to punish Belle first.
You know, someday you're going to get caught without that shotgun, Hack. Somebody's going to tear you apart.
That's fair enough, Marshal.
Give me a fair chance at you then, huh? Barehanded?
No.
Oh, you're bigger than I am, Hack. Might be fun for you.
I don't know nothing about fun. I ain't gonna kill you because it's fun.
Oh, come on, Hack. I want to go to bed.
Belle, come out here. Get outside like I told you. And don't open that door so wide you'll blow the lamp out.
Belle had walked through the room and out the door without a glance at any of us. I figured she'd go down to the barn where she'd be all right for a little while anyway. But I knew I'd have to make a move soon. I sure wasn't going to sit there like a fall hog and let Alvy knock me in the head whenever he got ready. But it didn't take much more sense to try to jump Hack in that shotgun and let him blow me all over the place. It was a beggar's choice, and the more I thought about it, the madder I got.
Hack, I'm sleepy. I'm going to hit him and go to bed. You can do what you want after, but I ain't staying up all night.
Alvy's got his mind made up, Marshal, I can tell.
Just what do you call his mind, Hack?
I got ways to fix you, Marshal.
Nah, never mind, Alvy. Wrap something around that iron, otherwise it won't look like he hit his head on a rock.
What difference it makes?
Do what I say, Alvy.
All right, Hack. Here, I'll use this curtain.
Now, keep your eyes on me, Marshal.
Alvy moved around behind me and was getting a good grip on his branding iron. I leaned slightly forward in the chair and was tensed and waiting for the split second when my instinct had told me to jump. And then suddenly the door was flung wide open and the wind roared in, almost lifting the room as it came. The lamp flared and then went out as I plunged sideways from the chair.
Did you hit him, Albie? Did you hit him? You bloody fool. Don't you try nothing, Marshal. I got some more shells right here. Don't you move now.
I crawled across the room and was out the door before Hack could reload. In the snow outside, I stood up and turned to find Belle waiting by the side of the door, a pitchfork in her hand. I couldn't see her face very well in the dark, but I could tell she was shaking with cold. I reached out and took the fork from her and then flattened myself against the wall and waited.
I was afraid it was you he shot.
That was a smart trick, Belle, throwing the door open that way.
He shot Albie, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good.
I think he's found out I'm not in there.
What are you going to do?
Wait.
Marshal! Marshal! I'm going to kill you and the girl both now.
I waited, praying he'd come through the door before my hands got too cold to hold the pitchfork. And finally, the barrel of the shotgun appeared, waist high, and began to poke its way around in our direction. It was stupid of him, but a man behind a gun often gets a false sense of power. I let him shove it out 3 or 4 inches, and then I slammed down on it. Then I jumped into the room. Hack tried to club me with a gun, but he missed. And I got in under him with a fork and lifted him off his feet. And he struggled for a moment like a speared fish and then went limp. And I let him fall. One of the prongs had reached his heart.
Did you get him, Marshal? Is he dead?
Yeah. Light the lamp.
I can't do it, Marshal. My fingers are too stiff.
Here, I'll do it. There. Quite a mess in here. Why don't you wait in the kitchen, Belle?
I'm all right, Marshal. But I can't help you much till I get warmed up some.
Well, then, you stay by the stove, huh? I'll lug these people outside.
Thank you, Marshal. Marshal? Marshal Dillon.
What? Oh. Morning, Belle.
Come on out in the kitchen, Marshal. It's warm there, and I got some hot coffee waiting.
That sounds good. Say, it looks like the storm's lifted.
It has. The wind's gone, but it's mighty cold out.
Well, I don't mind the cold. It's that wind that breaks a man down.
There. Get some of that in you.
Well, you make mighty good coffee, Belle.
Tell me something, Marshal.
Hmm?
Tell me the truth now.
Oh, sure, Belle. What is it?
Are you married?
I'd make a poor husband, Belle, for any woman.
Why?
Well, in my profession, it's too chancy.
Thank you, Marshal. Thanks for putting it that way.
Now, Belle, I didn't mean...
Forget it. I'm leaving this place, Marshal.
What?
As soon as you go, I've packed what I need and I'm clearing off.
Where'll you go?
I got 3 horses. I'll ride up to Hayes City and sell them.
Then what?
I'll buy some pretty clothes and I'll find a place. Won't be hard after this.
I wish I could help you, Belle.
You have.
Oh, but I mean...
I can take care of myself, Marshal. I just want to get away from here, that's all.
Sure. I'll stop at the nearest ranch and tell the men to come over here and take care of Hack and Alfie soon as it warms up.
Whatever you like, Marshal.
Well, goodbye, Belle.
Goodbye, Marshal. Look me up in Hayes City next time you're there.
Sure. Sure I will. But, Belle, don't let all this make you bitter. There are a lot of good men in the world.
So they say. So long, Marshal.
So long, Belle. A few minutes later, I'd saddled up and was on the trail to Dodge. The sky was low and a slate gray all over, but there was no wind. The blizzard had gone, leaving the land still and white and bitter cold. There wasn't a sign of life anywhere. It was like riding through a vast tomb. I found myself feeling like a trespasser, as though something had gone wrong. And I wasn't supposed to be there at all.
Gunsmoke, under the direction of Norman MacDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were John Daner as Hack, Harry Bartell as Alvy, and Vivi Janis as Belle. Gunsmoke is heard by our troops overseas through the facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke. Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. The story of a man who moved with it. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
.20 p.m. We got in right on time, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, the railroad's getting better every month, Chester. Looks like they're going to civilize this prairie yet.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
All right, let's go.
Well, Abilene sure don't change much. Looks about like it did the last time I was here.
Yeah, we're getting most of the cattle at Dodge now. The boom's leveled off here. Still a rough town, though, I suppose.
You think he'll put up a fight?
I don't know, Chester. He's pretty mean from all reports. He may. We'll try to avoid it, though.
Of course, we're only guessing. Anyway, he might not even be here.
No, he always heads for Abilene when he gets in trouble. It's his hometown. He'll be here. And one good thing, it's Bill Hickok's town, too. At least we'll have the local sheriff on our side for once.
Yeah. I suppose that's some help.
Some help? I'd rather have Wild Bill along than anybody I know.
I suppose.
Chester, what's the matter with you? You're acting like a man at his own funeral.
Mr. Dillon, I've had an uneasy feeling ever since we left Dodge. Kind of a hunch, you might say.
Oh, it's nonsense. They're going to pick up a killer and take him back for trial. That's all.
Maybe. And maybe not.
Look, Chester, any man who lives by a gun knows down inside that he's going to die by one someday. But if he's got any sense, he keeps from thinking about it. Of course, he can't help getting a hunch now and then. I had plenty of them myself. Mostly wrong. Come on, Chester, let's walk down to the Last Chance and I'll buy you a drink. As a matter of fact, I'll buy us both a drink.
What'll you have, boys?
Rye for me.
Yes, sir.
You can make mine the same.
A bottle of rye and a couple of glasses.
Quite a crowd in here for this time of day.
Yeah. I've been looking around for Wild Bill, but I don't see him.
Suppose the Daggett kid might be in here.
How did he spend most of his time hanging around the saloons while he was in Dodge?
Here you are, boys. Drink up.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, bartender, do you happen to know a kid around town by the name of...
Who, mister?
What? Oh, never mind. Well, he's here, Chester. Down there at the end of the bar.
Yeah, that's him, all right. Well, Sir Mr. Dillon?
He's what we're here for.
We gonna wait for Mr. Hickok?
No. Come up on his left side, Chester, and watch his gun handle.
Yes, Sir Mr. Dillon.
It was the funniest sight you ever seen. Bullet knocked that scrawny hound dog end over end. First shot fired. Caught him right in the back of the...
You're Jack Daggett, aren't you?
That's right, mister. What about it?
My name's Dillon, U.S. Marshal from Dodge. You're under arrest.
You're kind of out of your territory, aren't you?
Marshal's territory's anywhere. I'll take that gun of yours now.
You will, huh? All right.
Drop it. Drop the gun.
Let go of my wrist!
The gun!
Drop nothing!
You heard the marshal? That was easy, Mr. Dillon. A lot easier than what I thought it'd be.
All right, Chester, put the cuffs on him.
Yes.
Seems to me your partner acted a little high-handed there, Marshal.
It does, huh?
Now, he had no call to slug that boy in the head that way.
Would you rather I'd have put a bullet in his belly? Chester saved his life, that's all. He was drawing on me.
Well, now, if you'd come around and seen me before you started anything, you wouldn't have had this trouble. My name is Rourke. I'm the town constable here.
I see.
Young Jack here told me all about that shooting out in Dodge. Said they ganged up on him in a poker game, tried to cheat him. Forced him to shoot his way out.
That's a good story. It's too bad it didn't happen that way. All right, Chester, let's get him on his feet and go find the sheriff.
I reckon you won't be finding him, Marshal.
Why not?
Hickok's up at Topeka. Won't be back for a week or 10 days. Meantime, I'm the law in Abilene.
And I got a favor to ask from you. I'd like to use one of your jail cells until 9 o'clock. That's when the next train leaves for Dodge.
I'm sorry, Marshal. I got no authority to do anything like that.
What difference does that make? If Wild Bill were here, he'd let me do it.
But Wild Bill ain't here.
I see.
A lot of us folks here like to run our own town. We don't like outsiders coming in and taking over. It's 4 hours till that train leaves, Marshal. I think you're going to find 4 hours is a long time.
Meaning?
This young fella you arrested has got a couple of older brothers. The Daggett boys. You probably never heard of them, but you're going to. They're not going to like this.
I don't care much what they like.
Maybe they'll teach you to care when they hear about this. And they'll hear. Like I said, 4 hours is a long time.
Look, I want you to get this straight. I came here to arrest the killer and take him back to Dodge to stand trial. I got him under arrest now, and I'm going to take him back.
Maybe.
All right, Chester, let's get him out of here. Get hold of his other arm there. Lift him up.
Yes, sir.
Take him out if you want.
Mr. Dillon,
What is it, Chester?
maybe it was too easy.
Yes, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
We'd like to get a room, please.
Well, I have a very nice one right at the head of the stairs. If you'd care to look at it.
That won't be necessary. We'll only need it for about 4 hours until the train leaves for Dodge.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you'll just sign the register here.
Thank you.
My, your friend seems to have suffered quite an injury.
Yes, sir. He bumped his head.
Oh, really? Well, it's certainly a bad cut just to have had. Boy, that's one of the Daggett boys. Young Jack Daggett.
Yeah, that's right. I got him under arrest for murder. Now, where's the room?
You arrested Jack Daggett? Right here in Abilene?
Yeah. Did you say the room was up?
And you're planning to keep him here at my hotel for the next 4 hours?
Well, I can't stand out there on the street with him.
Marshal, do you know what's going to happen when the Daggett boys hear about this?
No, but I understand they may not like it very much.
May not like it. I'm sorry, sir, but you cannot stay here. I will not let my hotel be made the scene of a bloody massacre.
Now, just a minute, mister. You've rented me a room. I've signed the register, and I've got the key. I'm going to use that room until 9 o'clock, whether you like it or not.
It's the second door at the top of the stairs.
Thank you. Come on, Daggett. Move.
You heard him, son. Come on.
Keep your hands off.
There's just one thing, sir.
Yeah.
It's not a question of your honesty, you understand, but in view of the circumstances, I wonder if you'd mind paying in advance.
What time is it, Chester?
It's 6:23, Mr. Dillon.
I thought it was later than that.
Yes, sir, I know. He goes pretty slow when you're waiting for something like this. I swear I wished it was 9 o'clock. I wished we were leaving on that train right now.
You're not leaving on no train. Not alive. My brothers, Dillon. What they think about all the time is hands off the Daggets. That goes for you or anybody else.
Reckon we ought to stuff a pillow in his mouth, Mr. Dillon?
Might not be a bad idea.
You won't think it's funny when they come around.
But maybe they won't come around. Maybe they decided. Cover the door from the other side, Chester.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, who is it?
It's me, sir, the clerk.
What do you want?
It's the Daggett boys. They're across the street at the last chance right now.
And you're hoping I'll go over there instead of waiting for them to come here, huh?
Well,
All right. I'd rather jump them than have it the other way around. Chester, I guess we'll go over and have a talk with him.
What about him?
Well, he's cuffed hand and foot to a pretty solid iron bed. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Don't bet on it.
You ready, Chester?
I'm ready whenever you are, Mr. Dillon.
All right, let's go.
That must be them, Mr. Dillon. Across the room there.
Yeah, I guess so. They look a lot like Jack. And they look mad. There's quite a crowd around them. Well, Chester, the only way to get it over is to get it started.
Yes, sir. How will we do it, Mr. Dillon?
I haven't got a plan, Chester. Just face them down, that's all.
Yes, sir.
Don't mean nothing to him. Go ahead, it's your deal.
You the Daggett brothers?
What if we are?
This is him, Jim. This is a fellow I was...
Shut up, Rourke. You've been glad enough to stay out of this so far. Stay out of it now. My name's Dillon, United States Marshal from Dodge City. I got your brother Jack under arrest for murder. You probably heard about it.
Yeah, rumors got around.
I'm taking him out of here on the 9 o'clock train. He's going back to Dodge to stand trial. My guess is he's going to hang. Now, the point is, what are you going to do about it?
Why didn't you wait? We'd have looked you up.
You didn't answer my question.
Still 2 hours and a half till 9 o'clock. I reckon we got plenty of time yet. We'll wait.
Why wait? What's the matter with now?
We'd rather wait.
Maybe you're trying to pick up some helpers among this bunch of hangers-on, huh? Well, look at them. Each one trying to sneak behind the man next to him. If you're counting on any help there, you better forget it.
You're pushing your luck, Dillon.
I don't think so. You boys are full of talk, and that's all. You never even intended to start anything.
You're a dirty liar. We're going to do plenty...
Now, don't you move, either one of you. You covering my back, Chester?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll take that gun. Thank you. Yours, too.
Sure. Sure play, Dillon. Where it stands now.
Thank you. Here, Chester. Kick those back onto the tables.
Yes, sir. All right, folks, just leave them lay, please. Don't nobody touch them.
Here, Chester. Now hold on to my gun.
All right, Mr. Dillon.
Now just keep them off my back.
Yes, sir.
You. Come here.
Sure.
You called me a liar, didn't you?
Yeah. Boy, you cheap tin horn. You are
I thought you Daggets were tough.
Hey, watch this. Watch.
All right, you. You're next.
I'll wait, Marshal. I'll get to you later.
You're a no-good coward, Daggett. All right, Chester, I'll take my gun back now.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you. All right, boys, the show's over. Unless, of course, one of you'd like to take up where the Daggets left off. Any one of you still figuring on helping them try to take my prisoner away from me? No? Well, I didn't think so. You're all fine, upright citizens now, huh? A pride and joy to Constable Rourke here.
That's enough, Dillon.
I thought I told you boys the show was over. All right, get out. Go on, get out, all of you. Move!
All right, let's get out of here.
Marshal, I'd say you overreached yourself there. Stepped past the limits of your authority.
How I enforce the law's my own business. I do things my own way.
The way it'll get you killed someday.
Maybe.
I have to live in this town, Dillon. You don't know these Daggett brothers. If you cross them, you're through. I've seen it happen.
Come on, Chester, let's go.
All right, Mr. Dillon.
What time is it, Chester?
It's 7:45, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, the time's dragging.
Yes, sir. It's still an hour and 15 minutes till that train leaves.
What difference does it make? You're not going to be on it. Neither one of you are.
The way I'm figuring, Jack, we'll all three be on it.
You wait and see. You'll never get to that train. My brothers will take care of you.
They don't seem to be in any hurry about it.
You wait.
I sure do wish I hadn't had such an uneasy hunch about this trip.
Forget it, Chester.
They'll stop you. You just wait.
It's only 8:15. Mr. Dillon seems to be going slower all the time.
Adds up, though. Won't be much longer now.
45 minutes, if the train's on time. And if we're lucky enough to get on it.
Chester, you're wearing yourself out. Why don't you sit down and relax, huh?
I just can't seem to set my mind to it, Mr. Dillon.
No Daggett will ever leave this town wearing handcuffs as long as the other two are alive.
Well, I'd think that's up to them, Jack.
Sure. And they'll take care of it, too.
I swear and declare, Mr. Dillon, I almost wish they would try something and get it over with.
The waiting's always the worst part, Chester.
You find out what the worst part is.
I could slug him, Mr. Dillon.
No, let him talk. Let him talk, Chester. He's only got a few more weeks to do it in.
They'll never hang me. I'll never even stand trial. You wait and see.
Chester?
It's 8:30 exactly, Mr. Dillon.
All right. Let's get started.
A little early, isn't it? Won't take that long to walk from here to the station.
It might if we have trouble.
Yes, sir, I guess it might.
You'll have trouble, don't you worry about that.
Jack, why don't you get on a new subject?
How are we going to take him, Mr. Dillon? Just drag him?
If he wants it that way. Otherwise, he'll walk handcuffed to my left wrist. Keep him covered, Chester. I'll unlock these cuffs and get him loose from the bed.
Yes, sir.
Dillon, if you're smart, you leave me here and run while you still got the chance.
Well, I've never been smart enough to run yet. Stick out your right wrist. All right. On your feet. Come on. You can put your gun away, Chester. Starting now, he's only going where I go. Now, come on, Jack. We got a train to catch.
Thank heaven, gentlemen, you're leaving.
Yeah, we're leaving. And I want to thank you for your wonderful hospitality. I'll be glad to recommend your hotel to anybody who plans to stop over in Abilene.
Oh, I hardly know what to say, Marshal. You simply don't understand. You don't know these Daggett brothers. Personally, Jack. I have to live in this town, and I...
Come on, Jack. Well, you boys must run quite a bluff. You got everybody in town.
You'd be smart if you did, Dillon.
Good luck, gentlemen. Best of luck to all of you.
All of us. Well, that's hedging his bet.
Look there, Mr. Dillon. Not a soul on the street. Quiet as a graveyard.
Yeah. Now, they're going to make a play, Chester, somewhere between here and the depot. We can count on that.
Yes, sir, I kind of figured they would. Especially after getting beat up over there at the saloon.
Well, they would have anyway. And jumping them like that did one good thing. It scared the pack off. At least we only have to worry about the Daggets, and not a mob.
You'll think it's a mob
Shut
by
up.
the time...
Now, from here on, you keep your mouth shut. If you don't, so help me, I'll slug you and drag you to the depot. All right, now let's go.
No, sir, not a soul. I never thought I'd see the main street of Abilene deserted at this time of night.
It's not deserted, Chester. They're inside, behind the shutters. But at least they're staying out of it.
I wonder if coyotes are as lonesome as they sound, Mr. Dillon.
They couldn't be, Chester. Watch that left side up ahead of us, sir. It's pretty dark along there.
Yes, sir. They might jump us from behind.
I don't think so. Too many people watching. They gotta keep up their reputation.
I hope you're right.
Chester, they're at the corner of the bank. Somebody moved.
Across the street, too. In the shadow.
Take the one in the shadow, Chester.
Yes, sir.
There's one down, Chester. The other one's still there in the shadows. Get him if you can. Jack here's ruining my aim.
I'll ruin more.
Good for you, Mr. Dillon. You ought to have slugged him sooner.
I didn't slug him, Chester. He caught a bullet that was meant for me.
Shot by one of his own brothers. Here, let me unlock those handcuffs, Mr. Dillon.
No time. Here, I'll get him up on my shoulder. All right, let's move in and keep firing.
Yes.
Hold it, Chester. Well, I guess we got the other one. Here, let me get him off my shoulder. Get these handcuffs off. Well, there's our prisoner, Jack Daggett. Wanted for murder, killed by his own brother. Let's take a look at the others. Three men dead.
Look down the street there, Mr. Dillon. They're all starting to crawl out of their holes.
Sure. They're all on our side now. Oh, come on, Chester. The train's coming. We gotta get on it and get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Let Rourke clean up this mess. He ought to be good for something. That sounds more lonesome than the coyotes. Gives a man the creeps.
Yes, sir, it sure does.
Well, you were wrong about that hunch of yours, Chester. It wasn't us. Not this time.
Gunsmoke, under the direction of Norman MacDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by Les Crutchfield, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were Sam Edwards and Barney Phillips, with John Daner, Tom Tully, Larry Dobkin, and Jim Nusser. Parley Bear is Chester. Gunsmoke is heard by our troops overseas through the facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke.